In JLA New World Order, a group calling themselves the HyperClan appears openly at the National Mall, claiming to be alien champions healing Earth from ecological collapse. Their leader, Protex, a powerful being with flight and super strength, says their world was destroyed and pledges global protection. This group rapidly gains public trust by executing dangerous criminals, transforming the Sahara Desert into fertile land, and building giant citadel towers worldwide, including an Antarctic base named Xi'an Zor. The Justice League distrust the HyperClan and observe that the new Justice League satellite was destroyed and team member Metamorpho presumed dead during the HyperClan's arrival. They realize the HyperClan uses hidden mind control technology embedded in global installations, subtly manipulating public opinion and undermining the League's credibility. In an initial confrontation, each League member faces a matching HyperClan member. The HyperClan wins decisively, captures the League members, imprisons them in the device called the Flower of Wrath, and brings them to Xi'an Zor. Batman survives his crash and infiltrates Xi'an Zor alone. In the Citadel's lower levels, he discovers the HyperClan are actually white Martians, a hostile Martian race. Batman deduces they are vulnerable to fire. He then uses stealth and precision attacks to incapacitate several members one by one. Meanwhile, Martian Manhunter, disguised as Armech, remains embedded among the HyperClan, waiting. Superman, imprisoned but mentally aware, concludes the captors are Martians and realizes the green kryptonite crippling him is psychosomatic. He breaks free. Manhunter reveals himself, disables the Flower of Wrath, and frees the League. Batman brings Amortal and Centurion to where the rest are held, joining the others as they recover and escape the Citadel top onto the frozen Antarctic surface. Freed League members regroup in the Desert Tower and fight each pair. Superman eventually incapacitates Protex with a punch after being cocooned. As victory is secured, Superman broadcasts a global message from Xi'an Zor, revealing the Martian invasion fleet in hyperspace called the Still Zone and the Martians' weakness to fire. Citizens across Earth heed his call, using basic flammable materials to fight back and force the Martian armada to retreat into the Still Zone. With the alien threat ended, the League deliberates the fate of the HyperClan. Martian Manhunter uses telepathic suppression to lobotomize them, transforming their identities into ordinary humanoids with no memory of Martian heritage, and releases them into human society to live as productive citizens. Following the crisis, the Justice League officially reforms. They construct a new headquarters using the remains of the destroyed satellite, establishing the Justice League Watchtower on the Moon. In JLA Rock of Ages, a cosmic observer named Metron, who masters perception of all time, summons the Flash, Green Lantern, and Aquaman across time to retrieve the Philosopher's Stone, an artifact embodying space-time reality and called the Whirligog. Heroes aboard orbiting their moon base face synthetic duplicates, hard-light constructs of themselves created by Lex Luthor, a powerful genius industrialist, who leads those replicas to wreck cities on Earth. Luthor forms a new Injustice Gang, a team of villains engineered to oppose Justice League. This group includes mirror-image doppelgangers and masters wilderness of time manipulation through the Philosopher's Stone. Luthor unleashes the gang, while Metron guides the League members across dimensions into a future where the cosmic tyrant Darkseid, a new god of apocalypse, has seized the anti-life equation, conquered both Earth and New Genesis, and enforces control by constant psychic broadcast over humanity. In that dystopian timeline, Superman is reportedly dead, Batman is absent, the Flash is disconnected from his Speed Force, Green Lantern and Aquaman arrive amidst ruins to confront soldiers of Darkseid, whose parademons and apocalyptic technology dominate the planet. That future collapses as heroes secure the Philosopher's Stone, preventing permanent timeline damage. Restoration of the Whirligog erases the dystopia and forces collapse of the gang's timeline branch. Meanwhile, the League confronts the Injustice Gang aboard their moon station. Each core member battles a dark counterpart engineered by the gang. They neutralize the threat and reclaim the Philosopher's Stone. The League restores temporal order by returning the Whirligog to Metron, closing alternate branches. They dismantle the Injustice Gang and free Earth from Luthor's threat. Darkseid's influence is contained in time. This storyline demonstrates non-linear structure, high stakes involving cosmic-scale time manipulation, alternate dystopian outcome, and ultimate restoration by preserving the Whirligog and defeating the gang across space-time. In JLA Tower of Babel, Ra's al Ghul, a centuries-old eco-terrorist leader of the League of Assassins, steals Bruce Wayne's secret contingency files intended to immobilize Justice League members in emergencies and uses them to devastate the team. Bruce Wayne, the Gotham detective strategist and master planner, discovers the coffins and bodies of his parents, Thomas and Martha Wayne, have been stolen as a deliberate diversion, delaying his response while the League is attacked. The League of Assassins executes a coordinated assault on all members using Bruce's contingency strategies tailored to each individual individual. John Jones, the telepathic Martian shapeshifter known as Martian Manhunter, is infected with nanites that transform his outer skin to magnesium, igniting upon air exposure. Plastic Man, a malleable shapeshifting hero, is frozen by liquid nitrogen and shattered by a hammer strike. Aquaman is rendered aquaphobic via a modified fear toxin, impeding his dependence on water for survival. Kyle Rayner, the Green Lantern who wields a power ring, is blinded through post-hypnotic control of his ring during sleep. Wonder Woman is trapped in a never-ending illusionary combat via an ear-implanted virtual reality device. Wally West suffers seizures from a vibrabullet lodged in his neck. Superman is exposed to red kryptonite engineered by Bruce, which turns his skin transparent and overloads his sensory system with pain and power surges. Meanwhile, Ra's al Ghul activates a sonic tower across Earth that disrupts both written and spoken language by scrambling human brain language centers, throwing governments, hospitals, and society into chaos. Bruce Wayne arrives too late. Ra's al Ghul taunts him with a promise to resurrect his parents by dropping their corpses into a Lazarus pit. Bruce refuses to trade his moral integrity for that chance and rejects the offer. League members gradually recover. Clark, in particular, frees himself from red kryptonite's effects and destroys the Chaos Machine. Talia al Ghul, daughter of Ra's and conflicted accomplice, reveals Ra's plan to deploy a deadly nerve agent to provoke war between two nuclear states. Flash, Green Lantern, Plastic Man, and Wonder Woman prevent the nerve agent's release after receiving bomb locations from Talia. Aquaman and Martian Manhunter aid Superman and Bruce in assaulting Ra's base. When Bruce reveals he devised all these countermeasures secretly, trust collapses within the League. A vote on his membership takes place. Wonder Woman, Plastic Man, and Aquaman vote for expulsion. Flash, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter oppose expulsion. Superman casts the deciding vote in favor of removal. Bruce anticipates the outcome and departs before the vote is presented. In the Obsidian Age, the aftermath of our worlds at war reveals Atlantis, the seaborne kingdom led by Arthur Curry, vanished after a cosmic machine seemingly destroyed it. It is later revealed that Arthur and his people were sent 3,000 years into the past via a mystical spell enacted by Garth, Atlantean mage and former sidekick. To rescue them, the Justice League assembles a ritual with Zatanna, a magic-using stage sorceress, and Tempest II, an Atlantean mystic, to open a time portal. A miscalculation leads the entire team to become stranded in Atlantean past around 1043 BC, while the present assumes them dead. In the ancient era, a powerful sorceress named Gamne, an Atlantean ruler turned magic queen, has enslaved Atlantis using arcane rule. She organizes a group called the League of Ancients, composed of ancient mystics loyal to her. Manitou Raven, a Native American shaman of great magical prowess, arises among them and reveals prophecy tying Kyle to future events. The stranded League members are captured, buried under Atlantean soil, and presumed dead after defeating early resistance. Meanwhile, back in the present, Bruce Wayne, aware the original League failed to return, triggers a backup protocol hidden in pre-recorded instructions. He sends a temporary team of reserves to investigate global water disappearance. That team forms the new Justice League and responds to crises, while heroes remain missing. Alternating narrative between past and present builds tension. In Atlantis, the original League meets spiritual Manitou Raven, who reveals truth about Gamne's plot. Kyle accepts his fate to serve as a vessel for the fallen original League spirits, whose bodies are animate yet soulless. With Manitou Raven and Faith guiding them, the temporary League allies resurrect spirits of the original team, allowing a joint assault on Gamne. In present-day Zatanna, Tempest II, other magic users, and the replacement League work to restore rivers and global water reserves drained by Atlantean magic. They resist residual threat of the League of Ancients in present reality. Simultaneously, in ancient Atlantis, the two JLAs, past and present, confront Gamne in a culminating battle. Arthur Curry and his people are restored to modern time alongside the original heroes. Manitou Raven dies as a spirit, but passes mystical succession to his wife Dawn, who appears in present time. The final issue resolves both timelines. Present and ancient League forces together defeat Gamne. Atlantis returns to the surface, global water supply is restored, and both teams unite. This story underscores League resilience, legacy of Atlantis, and the power of magical and mortal cooperation across millennia. In Justice League Origin, Darkseid, the tyrant ruler of Apocalypse seeking the anti-life equation, launches an invasion of Earth to conquer humanity. Batman investigates a series of lethal murders and is pursued by Gotham police while tracking one of Darkseid's parademon foot soldiers. Batman encounters Green Lantern as they pursue the rogue parademon and follow clues that lead them to Superman. Together they confront a major parademon, confirming an extraterrestrial threat. Tense interactions occur between Wonder Woman and Aquaman, who join the group to oppose Darkseid's advance in coordinated rescue operations. The team rescues Victor Stone, a young athlete gravely injured during battle. His father uses alien cybernetic technology to rebuild killed him, creating Cyborg, a cybernetically enhanced hero capable of technopathy and super strength. The assembled heroes engage Darkseid in direct conflict. Despite the villain's immense power and legions of parademons, the Alliance holds ground through coordination and shared resolve. The final issues feature a resolution as the fledgling Justice League evades total defeat and forces Darkseid and his forces to retreat from Earth. This closing stand officially establishes the group as a unified team defending the planet from global-scale threats. In the Trinity War, a future-seeing mystic named Madame Xanadu, who understands impending disaster, is abducted by Plastique of a villain federation called the Secret Society of Supervillains as she attempts to warn about the coming Trinity. A mysterious figure known as Pandora, bearer of Pandora's box, tracks Superman to request assistance opening the artifact. Upon Superman touching the box, he becomes corrupted by its power. Wonder Woman and Pandora work together to subdue him. Amanda Waller, a high-level government overseer, operates a separate Justice League team called Justice League of America. Her agent Adam is embedded in the main Justice League. She uses that to orchestrate involvement through Argus. Tensions escalate in the country of Kondak when superhero Shazam flies through controlled airspace and ashes Black Adam there. The Justice League and Justice League of America clash amid confusion. In the confrontation, Superman appears to fatally attack Dr. Light, escalating hostilities between the two teams. Justice League Dark, a separate supernatural team, intervenes as magical anomalies intensify when Pandora's box resists containment. The corruption from Pandora's box enables the outsider, previously hidden, to open a dimensional gateway, revealing the Crime Syndicate, a team of evil counterparts from Earth-3 that declares domination and claims Earth-0. The conflict concludes without true resolution of the box, instead setting up the invasion by the Crime Syndicate. Multiple teams work, but fail to prevent the alternate Earth threat. Justice League and its allied teams are presumed dead, enabling the Syndicate to seize power. In the Forever Evil storyline, after the Trinity War conflict, the three major teams of metahumans, the Justice League of America, and Justice League Dark, are believed slain. A dark mirror team from Earth-3, known as the Crime Syndicate, invades Earth-0 via a dimensional gateway created in the earlier Trinity War event. The Syndicate declares global takeover as the three leagues vanish. Earth-0 villains are offered alignment. Those who resist, led by a tactical industrialist named Lex Luthor, form the Injustice League to oppose the invaders. Villains assume control of infrastructure and government while public believes heroes dead. The Syndicate mobilizes former rogue agents and coerces supervillains into their regime. The Injustice League engages Syndicate forces across multiple cities. Lex coordinates resistance by recruiting metahumans who refuse domination. Meanwhile, some surviving heroes operate in hiding. Batman remains uncaptured and works secret missions. Cyborg leads remaining defenders and assists Lex's collective. The Syndicate consolidates rule and exposes secret identities, including Nightwing, an elite acrobatic vigilante and former protege, whose identity is revealed publicly. The Injustice League and hidden heroes stage coordinated assaults on Syndicate strongholds as moral lines blur. As the story concludes, Lex Luthor delivers a final strike that weakens Syndicate control. Heroes believed defeated re-emerge. The Crime Syndicate is forced into retreat. Lex gains begrudging recognition. This arc establishes Lex as an uneasy savior, sets up future threats from the multiverse, and transitions into the Darkseid War saga by revealing broader cosmic stakes. The Darkseid War storyline opens with a cosmic overseer named Metron, a time observer of New God's history, warning that reality repeats destruction and revealing the Anti-Monitor intends war with Darkseid. Metron predicts Darkseid's death will usher in a new cosmic age. The Justice League is caught between the Anti-Monitors and Darkseid's forces. The Anti-Monitor and Darkseid clash over universal dominance. Darkseid is killed in battle. Meanwhile, a daughter of Darkseid named Grail, gifted with prophecy and wrath, manipulates events to resurrect her father by merging him with the Anti-Monitor. The resurrected Darkseid, fused with Anti-Monitor's essence, becomes an unstoppable threat. The League members begin manifesting cosmic powers themselves. Cyborg and Lex Luthor coordinate resistance, alongside Green Lantern Corps and New God's allies. The final issues resolve the war. Cosmic power surges across the League, and they confront Grail. Wonder Woman and the Amazon lineage expose Grail's corruption and convince her to overthrow Darkseid. As cosmic echoes fade, the Anti-Monitor is slain, Darkseid is killed again, and the League loses those newfound divine abilities. Jessica Cruz arises as new Green Lantern. Wonder Woman learns she has a twin brother. Superman grapples with mortality. Lex Luthor gains rule over Apocalypse territory. And Grail departs with Superwoman's child imbued with Darkseid's energy. The arc concludes with the Justice League, alongside the Green Lantern Corps and surviving New Gods, reckoning with the aftermath of the war and the cosmic upheaval it unleashed.